Welcome back, student. Today we are going to see the next topic in web application development from the second unit, that is DTD. Okay, DTD stands for document type definition. Okay, and this is very important. Let's go to the next slide. And here, first of all, in the last class we have studied about the XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. An extensible markup language document must be well formed. This is important, that should be in a well form. Already we discussed in the previous video, previous lecture. XML document may be valid. Validation verified that the structure and content of the document follows rule specific by grammar or not. We need to see that. So that is also validation. So there is a types of grammars are there. First is DTD, document type definition, and another one is XML schema, XSD, and relax NG. This is not in your syllabus. If you want to learn beyond the syllabus, so you can go with this. Okay, as per syllabus, these two topics are there, and we are going to see these two topics. So only today we are going to see the document type definition. Okay, what is document type definition? In the definition is the XML is 1.0 specification. So what is this? Allow user to create new document grammar. Whenever the user want, they can create a new document grammar. As I told you, in the XML you can create your own tags. You can create your own tags, like I can create my tag also, Pathan, Pathan. So I can create any tag, but that should be a grammar. If you take a Pathan, means what is this Pathan tag? So in place of that, like if you say L name tag, there should not be a gap between this L name. This is meaningful, like last name. Okay, like that we need to create new document grammar. What is this? A subset borrowed from SGML. This is SGML is there. With the help of SGML, we can borrow some of the things from the SGML. So a subset borrowed from SGML. What is SGML? Standard Generalized Markup Language. Okay. So this is Standard Generalized Markup Language. Use non-XML syntax. Uses non-XML syntax. So DTD syntax is different and XML syntax is different. So here, document centric, focus on document structure, how the document is structured, and lack of normal data types, example int, float, double. Okay. So what is the structure of document? In the structure of document, important thing in whole WAD, you will going to see the element and the attribute. What is element? Element declaration is element name and content model. What is the content model? Okay. And the next one is attribute list declaration, element name, attribute name, value type, and default value. This is a structure of document structure of DTD. So in this today's session, we are going to see only the introduction, like theoretical part of DTD. In the next class, we will see the XML schema. Then after that, we will do the practical session for this XML, DTD, and XML schema. Next, what are the element declaration? In the element declaration, this is content model. As I told you here, content model. Okay, content model. So what is content model? Any, empty, and children's. What is this children? Next, nestable groups of sequence and or choice. Occurrence for individual element and group is up to you. Okay. So mixed contain intermixed element and parts character data. Here in this important thing is parts. Sometime the character will be part, sometime the character is not part. So what is parts character and what parts character data and what is not parts character data we will see. Okay. Here what is children contain model? First is sequence. Okay. First one is group of sequence in order required, foo, bar or bars, anything like choice, any one from list, this is a choice, any one you can take from here, and order required means this is a order. Whenever we are doing the sequence, you must use the comma. Whenever you are choosing the option, you should use the or button or symbol. So nested sequence and choice. Nested means the combination of sequence and choice is like this is order, and from this two, any one of this you can select. Okay, and this is the order. First should be this or any one of this from bar or bars. So this is contained model of children. Okay, child occurrence. Okay, how the occurrence will be there. A specific occurrence count for individual element and groups of sequence and choice. Group of sequence and choice. So what is occurrence? Exactly one. Whenever the exactly one means in these two, any one of this. So just you need to write only any one of the thing from the given data. Next, 0 or more. 0 or more will represent as, 0 or 1 is represent as question mark. Any one of this. Whenever you see foo question mark, so any one of these you need to take 0 or 1. Here 0 or more means any one of this. How will you represent that? Foo star. Okay, foo star. Whenever we have a star, that means is starting from 0 to so on n. Okay, and one or more will represent as starting from 1 to n. So this is a small difference between 0 to more and 1 to more. Okay, and exactly 1 means you without any symbol you need to write that data, and here 0 or 1 any one of this, so you can take any one and the symbol will represent as question mark, and 0 or more will represent as star, and 1 or more will represent as plus. So this is child occurrence. Next, attribute list. Attribute list declaration. This is important. See data, character data, entities, ID, ID reference, ID references. Okay, NM token, NM tokens, notations, enumeration of values. Any one of this. If we have like this or any one of this, you have to take. So if any one of you have to take, so what is the any one? Any one means 0 or 1. Fine. Sorry. Next, default value. What are the default values are there? Implied, required, fixed. These three are the default values, and if not possible in the not specified in document. If you did not specify, or it will be not specified in document. Okay, this is about the attribute, and we will have the PC data also. PC data, what is PC data means? Parts character data. And what is C data? Character data. Next, first text declaration, whatever we have studied here, okay, that example text declaration. This is a text declaration. What is this? Question mark XML, whatever the version you have, okay, whatever the version you have, you need to select that. Encoding ISO 88591. So this is encoding with this number, and at the end there should be a question mark. Okay. So this is text declaration, first point. Next one is element declaration. What is element declaration? In the element declaration, the syntax is exclamation mark element in capital letter, order, item, plus. Whenever we have this plus symbol, go back, and here you will see whenever we have a plus symbol, one or more, okay, one or more, take any one item or more item. This means there should not be a zero. Exclamation mark element item name comma price. So what item I have taken? Two item I have taken. One is name, another one is price. Okay, and what is the another elements here? Element name. This name is hash PC data. We are doing parse character data, as well as for the price. We are doing the PC data. PC data is, what is PC data? PC data is like value tab. What kind of value it is? Okay. Next is element contain model. Element contain model. So this is called contain model. Whatever the model, okay, this and this. Here the model, what is contain model is this called. Okay. Next, attribute list. What is attribute list? Item code NM token is required. Okay, and attribute list price item code. What is price currency item code? NM token is USD. So whatever we are writing here, we are elaborating here. Here we have taken item and we have taken name and price. Name and price we are giving the validation. Okay, PC data like validation. Next, attribute value. What is this? Value type. Value type is NM token. Next one is attribute default values. What is default value? Is required. Default value is required. So whatever we have learned at the back side, means previous slides, that I shown you one by one. Once again I will show you. I will go back. Okay, and here the first one is a text declaration, second one is element declaration. So element declaration here, like whatever the element you have, foo, bar. So here I am representing with order, item, plus. Plus means one or more items. So item, I have two items, name and price, and that is doing the parse character data. Okay, so this is about element declaration. What is the model? Here the item, name, price, PC data. Okay. Next, attribute list declaration. How to declare the attribute list? Exclamation mark ATT list. ATT means attribute list, item code, NM token is required. So item code is like I am taking the price currency and that is in USD. You can take INR also, Indian rupees. Okay, this is 4. And what is the value type? NM token is a value type, and the next one is a default value. This is a default values. Okay, this is about the example DTD, and this we will do when we do the practical. Okay, I hope you understand this DTD example. Now the next one is specifying DTD in document type declaration must appear before the root element. This is important. When we have the root element, before that it should be declaration before the root element. May contain declaration internal or external. Okay, may reference declaration external. So any one of these you can use. So internal subset commonly used to declare general entity. Override declaration in external subset. So when you write DTD internally, there is a two type, internal and external, both we will see. Okay, so now here only internal subset. How to write the internal subset DTD in the DTD document? So this is text declaration. Okay, this is text declaration, and here exclamation mark document type root means we are giving to this root element root system, and element system is empty. Okay, so this is internal, this is internal subset. Okay, and here the root, as I told you, before the root we need to write this. So before the root we wrote it. Next, only external. What is external? Document type root system is tree DTD. What is this tree DTD? Already we have tree DTD, another file. Okay, that we are referencing in the our document. So here with the system identifier. Okay, with the system identifier. Now the next one is public identifier. Public identifier. Okay, that is here. Okay, so here XML version is equals to 1.1 encoding WTF16. This is declaration. What is the next one? Document type root public slash tree 1.0 / English. Okay, after that you need to write the document name. And this is inside the root. Before we are getting the data, externally we are calling before the root, and after that is before the root. So this is one, this is system identifier, this is public identifier. This is different and this is different. And as I told you, document type, this should be before the root. So here before the root. Next, this is only external. Next, in this code, both internal as well as the external, you can write both in one also. How they did is exclamation mark document type root system tree.dtd tree.dtd. So this is exclamation mark element root system and exclamation mark element stem empty. So this will consider as internal and this will consider as external. Okay. So and both is internal as well as the external. So this is about the document type examples. Okay, and here synthetical, legal but never used. This is also one type of method to use document type root, but this will not use maximum internal and external will use in the DTD. Okay, this is about the document type examples. After this, beyond this, so what before that we will see the limitation, simple document structure, okay, and lack of real data type. We cannot add the int, float, okay, and one more disadvantage, this is totally different from XML. XML syntax and DTD syntax is different. So that is very difficult to do, but we can do with the help of DTD. After this, in the next topic, we are going to see the XML schema, okay, and this we don't have in the syllabus, but after this, if you want to learn this, you can learn about relax ng. So XML schema, whatever the disadvantages are there in the DTD, that XML schema is overcome that thing. Okay, so now I am stopping, and from the next class we will see the XML schema.